In a world where information is power, the media wields an enormous influence in shaping public opinion and perception. The 6th BRICS Media Forum, held in the vibrant city of Johannesburg, stands as a testament to the evolving landscape of global media. Media leaders from the BRICS nations, which comprise Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, came together to confront a pervasive issue: Western media bias and its often unfavorable portrayal of developing nations. The choice of Johannesburg as the backdrop for this historic event was symbolic. This city, once a crucible of resistance against apartheid, now serves as a beacon of unity for the BRICS nations. Against the backdrop of the Johannesburg skyline, media leaders converged with a common goal: to challenge the status quo and transform the global media narrative. President of the Xinhua News Agency, Fujua, took center stage to emphasize the pivotal role media outlets from BRICS nations play in shaping the cooperative and unbiased world. In a passionate address, Fujua highlighted the critical need for accurate and fair reporting, countering Western media's tendency to perpetuate stereotypes about developing countries. The issue of media bias is a multifaceted one. It encompasses not only overt biases, but also subtle nuances, ranging from selective coverage to framing stories in a particular light. Developing nations, often depicted as helpless or chaotic, find themselves on the receiving end of these biases. The BRICS Media Forum, however, was a platform for media leaders to voice their concerns and collaborate in unraveling this complex web of bias. Unity among developing nations was a recurring theme throughout the forum. Media leaders recognized that a united front is essential to counter the Western media monopoly. The diversity and collective strength of the BRICS nations offer an opportunity to create an alternative narrative that reflects the aspirations and achievements of the developing world. China, a key member of BRICS, stood out for its commitment to green energy and media empowerment. The nation's strides in renewable energy and environmental sustainability were highlighted as positive stories that deserve global recognition. China's media outlets have played a significant role in conveying these achievements, exemplifying the power of responsible reporting. One of the central goals of the BRICS Media Forum was to empower developing nations to tell their stories accurately. Media leaders from Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa shared strategies for amplifying their voices on the global stage. They discussed leveraging digital media, fostering international collaborations, and investing in journalism education to equip the next generation with the skills needed to combat bias. The BRICS Media Forum did not seek to isolate itself from the global media landscape. Instead, it aimed to foster collaboration with media outlets from other regions to challenge Western bias collectively. The forum recognized that a world where diverse perspectives are embraced and respected benefits everyone, fostering a more informed and just global society. A recurring theme in the discussions was the importance of inclusivity and representation in media. Developing nations are not homogeneous. They are rich in culture, innovation, and human potential. It is the responsibility of media outlets to reflect this diversity accurately and challenge the one-dimensional narratives that often prevail. In an era where information flows ceaselessly, media literacy emerged as a vital tool. Developing nations recognize the importance of educating their citizens to critically evaluate media content. This empowerment would enable individuals to discern between fact and fiction and be active contributors to a more balanced global discourse. The 6th BRICS Media Forum in Johannesburg was more than just a gathering of media leaders. It was a call to action. It emphasized the need for developing nations to take control of their narratives, challenge Western media bias, and forge a path towards a more cooperative and unbiased world. As the sun set over Johannesburg, media leaders departed with a renewed sense of purpose. They left behind the shadows of bias, armed with a collective vision to shape a new narrative, one that celebrates the diversity, resilience, and potential of developing nations. The world was watching, and the BRICS nations were ready to lead the way in redefining the global media landscape.